This song is so fucking hype. Check. The song is hype. Ooh, okay, I like that leg work. I like that leg work. This is a nice set. Killer performer. Very smooth transition. Ooh, the eyes. Getting very Michael Jackson-esque, Smooth Criminal kind of feel. This song is so fucking hype. Hella like MJ feels, man. I love these transitions. I love that they incorporate like a lot of voguing elements, man. Gosh, she's so good. Such a great performer. Like, look at that. This her performance face, the smiling, or when she's trying to be seductive. Oh, the love, the leg work, man. These match cuts are clean, man. Oh, this is fucking genius. Ooh, the song is so good. I fucking love that. I can't even reach my arms over like that anymore. My triceps and shoulders are too big. Can I do that? I can kind of do that. Oh, lights. Ooh. Oh my god. The floor work is everything, man. Da da da. Oh, I love that move, man. Oh, that vibe. Ooh, that like milk. These guys are so fucking clean. The guy with the glasses is my favorite. Obvious reason. That was fucking fire. Initial impressions? Fucking genius. Okay, the choreography I don't think is insanely like crazy difficult, but it is up there. Definitely in terms of the execution. Especially when they start doing the voguing elements and the floor work. I think that's where the tricky parts of the choreography are, because that's where technique really matters, because there's a matter of like, you can't just be a dancer who tries to vogue, who tries to do floor work. You got to be able to do it and actually look like a natural in it, which I think that's more challenging parts of it. Yeah, the execution of it, fucking S tier, God tier execution. God damn, it's like, I'm gonna really put her up there in terms of like, definitely up there with, 17, Temin, up there in terms of like, I feel blown away with whatever choreography that I've seen so far. And I'm trying not to like hype myself up, because if not everything's gonna be like as crazy hyped up or as fluid, but I don't know. Who knows? I'm trying not to because everyone's human and whatnot. I'm just trying to keep myself even keel in that sense. Performance, like, god damn, this is a masterpiece of a performance. Like the ownership of her facial expressions, her stage presence, going from like, I say like the kind of like the serious kind of sex appeal, but then the playful kind of energy, so good. The dancers were freaking great. I love the stoic faces for this, because I think it was just obviously appropriate, and obviously that's the important part, is that you don't outshine. You don't want as a dancer, as a performer alongside with an artist, you don't want your energy outshining the main part of the show. Costuming, fucking genius, very Michael Jackson-esque in terms of Smooth Criminal. The locations, the match cuts of everything didn't feel jarring. It all transitioned perfectly. Like, seamlessly. I think it was one of the Stray Kids or NCT. I forgot. I've been watching so many videos. That where they did a lot of match cuts, but it was very jarring because it was like 1 second it was like close, then all of a sudden far, then close. So that part was jarring, and it was also a lot. This gave moments of where your eyes to rest on watching her perform with the dancers, other moments to watch just her, and then leads up to transition to the next part, which kind of just blows you away. So I think it was fucking, whew, wow, man, god damn. And this song is fucking hype as fuck, dude. It's great. Oh my god. Oh man, I probably might actually listen to this later on, and I actually might choreograph to it for fun. I've been choreographing to 17 Snap Shoot just for fun because it's one of those songs as a choreographer, like that you feel like you just gotta you gotta touch, like, oh, I gotta get my hands on this just once, just gotta create something for it. Just to put into comparison, Stay Tonight I think had as in terms of choreography and everything else, technically formation wise, I think was fucking brilliant. Like that big. I don't know if you can see me. like definitely God tier as well. If I were to compare those two, I'd say this is like half because there wasn't that much in terms of like using that many dancers. There was not that much dynamics. Not the ripples were a little more simplified compared to the other one. It's a smaller group. I'd say it's like a half step down because the energy was still massive. It's still really good. It was just brilliant in its own league, so to speak. So so maybe demigod tier because I think in all aspects with Stay Tonight was just brilliant. Choreography, the style, technicality, use of the floor, execution, performance, just even the costumes I saw just for performance video was great. So so this one definitely I would say demigod tier. It's like, like she killed it so much the first time I watched her. She had to tone it back so that I'm not overwhelmed with the amazingness. I think that's why. Okay, so I'm not a composer or producer or anything like that, but just like just the first initial parts of the song just makes me want to get down. I would consider the song kind of an all styles kind of song. It has the flexibility because there's some songs that are limited to just some kind of dance forms. There's specific songs for house music, specific songs for locking music, specific songs for breaking, for whacking, for voguing, for crump. There's specific tracks that are just sometimes specifically made for them. And then there's some of the rare gems that I love that fit all styles, like everything. And I think this song is definitely an all styles type of song. My nose is really itchy, which I appreciate even more because it's like, if I want to freestyle or if I want to do a routine to this song, like it's not limited to one look or one dance style. It can be like even just doing the choreography or even the voguing that she's doing in this. So that's what I think is so great about the song. Okay, so first off, on my end, I love the super strong silhouette just from her, like the active arch in the body. And this is one of the things I love as an artist, like when we're doing when we have to do figure drawing. Where's my pen at? So the strong arch, boom, boom, just a strong line of action, very strong silhouette, because it makes everything feel more active when you see that. So I'm loving this right off the bat. My back would be hurting though. That's one of the things I think that is great. Look at those pointed feet. Okay. So that's just me, what do you call it? Acknowledging and appreciating that her feet are really nice and pointed. I don't have a feet fetish because there's some people like that. Look at the active movement with her feet just to make that floor work. I think is difficult because there's kind of, it's hard to, I'm not gonna say limited, but it can feel limiting, especially if you're trying to come from a certain way. This just makes it powerful. And look, it goes from like the simple like pointed, nicely little staggered, so you can see it from this shot, and then boom boom goes into like a nice little figure 4 kind of look. Nice sound effect. I love that because some people when they're performing they feel like they have to be looking at the camera, but I like the subtle look to the right. It's like, huh, whatever. You're nothing to me. Clean transition. I want to see where that happens actually, as an editor. I love how it's with the whole Instagram 1080 by 1080. Oh, that's where it happens. Right when they, let's see, frame. Right there, different lighting. Oh no, boom, boom, right there. Okay, just for myself as another. Smooth. The wardrobe is fire, man. Again with the performance, like the ownership of her face, like the look, woo, fierce. God, these outfits are fucking fire. Boom, 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 boom. Again, the choreography isn't insane. It's like really shift, shift, shift. A little bit of a hit on the shoulder, and then pivots with the elbows and with the placements with the hands right above the shoulders. But it like the way it's nicely executed and how sharp it is makes simple look powerful. Oof, Michael Jackson throw esque right there. And also I think there was like a little part where she like gave a little bit of that power in her like facial expression here somewhere. There we go, right there. Kind of like a yeah. That's ugly. I'm sorry, I ruined that moment. That is clean, with especially dancing with props. I hate dancing with props because angles can easily be thrown off. For example, someone might be holding it like this. Someone might be holding like this, like this. So exact placement of where you need to put it, it can be a little tricky. So it's really, especially with hats, that can be flimsy. It can make it, and because it has a little secondary motion from like placements, it can look like unnecessary motion. Boom. Shout out to him for placing his hand right above this hand because he would be totally hitting his homie right here. So this is what I mean, like slightly different hand placements. But here is pretty clean. The way he's grabbing it too. Or she. Oh, that makes sense because they're about to do a body roll into it. And I think this is a great example of the darker colors making it easier to blend because when I went full speed, I couldn't tell. I'm just pointing it out now because I was talking about the difficulties of working with a prop. This whole part here is nice because it's I love everything here is like super hardcore in terms of like the choreography. Then they change it up into something a little bit more, I would say femme, but I would say like much more like smoother in terms of the choreography. The choreography in this first part very hard, and then changes the vibe. Very more, I'd say soft. Not really, but like more milking the choreography. Ooh, look at that. Okay, this is the part I like. So it goes here, nice little floor work into a little slide, and then boom, switches onto this. Man, you can tell the clear height difference of how tall this guy is over her because how quickly she gets up into this kind of like V up versus hers. She gets it up quickly and then he's got longer legs, so it takes some more effort. But just noticing that. This part right here, boom, nice. Like I would call this a high figure 4, or because it's something similar to this to breaking, maybe not that high. Then figure 4 to figure 4, boom, da da. You can't really see it here because it's a close up. But I love the additional extended move of it. Instead of just like a small move into it, and then they go into the sitting figure four, I would call it, or maybe I think it might be an S. I forgot the proper titles, but I'm calling it figure fours because it reminds me of something I do in breaking called figure fours or hooks. Sorry, not figure fours, hooks. That? Oh yeah, I did go. Went kind of anamorphic on this. Okay. Softer lighting in this one. Boom. Fuck, man, this part is so fucking genius. Boom, 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 boom. They're already starting to transition to it. And boom. Oh, I see what they're doing. Boom. Everything happens so fast you don't catch it. So like here, look at the performance. Like, kind of like the sex appeal, the wink, bam. Like the fun kind of cool, like the hypeness of this. God, these performers are everything, man. I love the outfits too, dude. They're all like, it's so dope. I don't think I can rock it because I don't think I'll look good in it, but this is sick. That's dope. That's dope. That's dope. Oh, that was a nice ripple for that. Yeah, look at that. This part's hard. This requires some fucking core strength and some hip strength right here to bring your legs up that way, because from obviously some breaking experience. So, but this is more like, I'd say, I don't know, I think voguing kind of footwork. I could be wrong. Please correct me because there's a lot of voguing I don't know. So, boom, drop, just to control this. Boom, switch, and then I kind of rotate it. Ooh, what's happening here? But to cross it out and out. Boom, boom, da, boom. Ooh, to bring that out. And to do this kind of arching motion, because there's similar moves I do in breaking. Strong backs club, strong knees club, and strong ankles club. That requires a lot of strength right there. I stretch in the morning to try to maintain my flexibility to do some of these breaking moves that require this flexibility. This is like one of the harder moves. Ooh, these shapes right here. Again with that, like I love this, the flower kind of effect. Boom, nice, super clean angles. And then, bah! Everyone in different directions. Bam! Look at the active fingers on that. This is what I mean. In regards to, like, sometimes like there's small intricacies that they add and you can't see, and just also like make sure that some parts of the choreography are defined. Like this one clearly has like a kind of a middle finger kind of dip into it. So it's nice to see that kind of level of detail, because it's not always going to be seen from someone I'd say someone on the nosebleed seats. Someone up front might be able to see it, and definitely you can see it in a performance video. Again, with this arcing kind of choreography, and there's those of you who are first time watching my stuff, arcing type of choreography is more like when there's a placement and they arc. Placement and they arc. Or versus some movement where it's slow, and then a lot of the boy groups that I watch are very angular. Like hit, da 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 da, hit. I can literally just draw it like that. But hers definitely has more of they have a placement here already, and then they flow, which I think, because the thing with arcing motions, it's hard to try to keep everyone in the same point. So it's they're arcing that kind of motion. You got to make sure that everyone kind of hits these certain points when they need to be, which can sometimes be tricky. Tricky it is in relation to people who are who've never done the style or first-time dancers. I want to be able to do that. I don't have my flexibility anymore. Genius. This is genius. So good. All right. That's it. So again, this is the analysis part is really an opportunity for me to uh, go in deep in regards to the choreography. Sometimes it's long, sometimes it's short, but sometimes and especially with this being more of a performance video instead of like a traditional choreography video, I try to give a little bit more, just to I guess to share some of the stuff that's coming into my mind aside from just the choreography aspect. But now that you see this, so the parts where you see the performance, you see also the way it's edited because I also do editing. Yeah, that's it. So in regards to the analysis, hope you guys enjoyed. Again, everything is super dope. Choreography is again not insane, but beautifully executed overall. And I hope you guys enjoyed that bits of the analysis because again, I do try to. This is really my opportunity to go in deep and share with a lot of the stuff that's in my mind, and that I hope you guys enjoy, and some stuff that people might miss. So with that, let's hop on to the next video. All right, so that is it for today's video. Hope you guys enjoyed. If you did, make sure you hit like, subscribe, share this with friends who you think might enjoy it, and make sure you hit the notification bell so you guys are getting notifications of when these videos do premiere, and especially when I go live, because when I've just committed to, like, whenever I film these videos, it's just a lot more fun doing it live because I can actually talk with you guys, learn a little bit more about about these groups, and learn their names a lot better because names are definitely, honestly, not my strongest suit, but I am really trying. I have watched some of the same guys over and over again, but sometimes they have completely different looks, and I'm like, that's the same person. So I'm working on it. So I appreciate you guys being patient and you guys still being here. And if you guys do want early access to everything that I'm going to be sharing this month, and you don't want to wait until I don't know January 14th or 30th for your favorite artist, check out the Patreon. You're going to get instant access to everything there, along with the live streams, because YouTube does take that down because I am working with music, so copyright's a thing there. So that's where all the live streams are going to be hosted permanently for you guys to enjoy whenever you want. And if you guys have specific requests, and I know you guys are leaving comments on requests, check out, there's a special request here that gives you, whenever you get requests, I'll be like, yes, I'm going to do that, because you know why? You're paying for it. So with that, hope you guys enjoyed today's video. I will see you guys on the next one.